Hey, what's up guys, Matt here, out in LA checking out Elio Motors. Now this is their prototype vehicle that's set to be released in 2016 and it looks pretty interesting, so let's go ahead and take a closer look. So this car definitely looks pretty interesting. It only has 3 wheels, which gives it a pretty unique look. But what I think is really great about this is not only is it super fuel efficient, so it gets 84 miles to the gallon with an 8-gallon tank, which is pretty great, so it's gonna be great for a commuter car. But the best part is that it only costs $6,700. So for less than $10,000, you can have this car, which I think that's pretty crazy, and it's a great thing. So let's go ahead and hop in, take it for a ride, and I'll tell you a little bit more about it. So driving this around, it feels like a normal car. It just feels more enclosed. It's kind of like a little capsule. It actually feels pretty good. The steering was hard and the engine doesn't feel like refined or anything, but you know, it's a prototype, so what can you expect? You can only expect so much from a car like this, but so far it's a pretty interesting experience. The first thing that I noticed is that there's no rear view window, which is weird, so you can't like look behind you because you're right in the middle. So when I first got in it, it reminded me of a smart car. Those cars, it really look tiny from the outside, and so does this, but once you get in, there's a remarkable amount of space, and it's really surprising. Like, there's plenty of leg room, there's plenty of room to move around. It really surprises you when you get in, and it's something that you wouldn't really expect, but there's a lot of room in here. Plus the back seats, there is 2 seats here, so someone else can sit with you, and there's enough room to carry some golf clubs in the trunk. I mean, it's not big, but the seat goes down in the back so you can go all the way through and carry some decent amount of stuff, especially for the size of this. Of course, this isn't like a pickup truck or anything like that, but if you need to carry something around, you could do that. Now, it's hard to judge the performance and all that kind of stuff because it's not exactly correct. So the engine right now isn't what the engine's going to be, and everything else, the interior, they said, is going to be completely changed. But so far, this feels pretty good, even though it's not complete. When it is complete, if it feels better than this, then that's definitely going to be great. But even if it feels pretty similar, I'm still okay with it. It works pretty well. So driving this around, it feels pretty good. It doesn't feel like a totally weird car. I mean, it's weird because you're surrounded by a complete cockpit, so the door is right here and then the other side is right here, so it feels a little interesting, but when you look out, it feels like a normal car because of the width of the wheels, and so far it feels pretty normal, and I'm really liking it. So what's great about this is that it's going to be really hyper efficient. So even though it's running on gas, it should still save you a ton of money. It's supposed to go 84 miles on a single gallon of gas, so for something like this, that's pretty great. Now the kicker is that it's only $6,800 when it comes out, so for that price, I don't really think you can go wrong. This is an excellent deal for a commuter car that's going to save you a lot of gas and pretty much do everything that you need to do. That's pretty impressive, and I definitely consider one of these, especially if you do long commutes. Say you have to travel 50 miles or 100 miles a day, this is definitely an excellent buy, and it's really cheap, so you're not really going to be hurting yourself from getting one of these. It's really just going to be a lot of savings. I like this car. I would definitely drive this. So that is Elio Motors, and this is definitely a car I could see myself driving every single day, and for $6,700 that actually is a possibility, so I'm really impressed with this so far. Again, it's going to be coming out in 2016, and that's not too far away, and there's going to be a lot of improvements for everything, and it's going to be more refined, and I'm definitely looking forward to trying one out once it's out. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up, and if you want to see more content like this, hit subscribe so you can see when it's out. Also follow me on social so you can get behind the scenes of what's going on here and basically all the videos I'm working on and what's going on with the channel. Again, my name is Matt, and I'll see you guys in my next video. See ya!